Oh, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Sega, Sonic, Central. Look at these graphics. They put more care into these animations than they did into the Frontiers ones.
Welcome everyone to Sonic Central.
Hello, Izuka-san. Hey, it's Ivo Robotnik.
Look at all the upcoming excitement.
Turn the music down. I can't hear you.
We celebrated the 30th anniversary of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog.
Thank you for making it such an incredible year. And now, this year, shaping up to be our biggest
In April, we saw the incredible success of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which opened as the #1 movie globally, and once again, broke records. We saw the
Stop looping the audio, IGN. What are you doing?
which opened as the #1 movie
That's
globally,
right.
and
We
once
could not
again,
have done it
broke
without
records.
you
We saw the
and
#1
everyone's
success
love
of
and
Sonic
support.
US. On behalf of the Sonic team and Sega family, we thank all of you. And now, let's see what the rest
What the fuck is happening? IGN.
Please enjoy.
Thank you. Good lord.
The games that defined a generation. Roll back to the games that
Dude, I know I'm bad with this shit.
a new collection
This is unacceptable.
of definitive editions of 4 iconic Sonic
Hell
titles.
yeah, dude. I'm excited for this. Well, I mean, that's the thing. We know this is gonna be good. Like, there is no conceivable way they can fuck this up. That's the one reason why I'm like, whatever. Sonic Origins is whatever. You know, like, I know that's gonna be good. I'm not super excited because I know what to expect. Look how gorgeous this looks. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Bum, bum, bum. Play as Tails? Why would I want to do that? I'm just kidding. Play as Nukel. Go, Nukel. Kill him. Classic games. New modes. And Knuckles. Hell yeah, they know what they're doing. Yo! They're represented by different islands? That's so smart. That's actually so smart. Oh, they didn't even bother fixing how ugly that looks. A boss rush mode. Missions. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh my god. Mirror mode. Oh, that'll be cool. Yes, museums. Yes, concept art. Oh, promotional art. I love it. Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes.
Fully remastered and redefined. Experience all Sonic Origins has to offer. Coming this month on June 23rd.
Happy birthday, Sonic.
Celebrate Sonic Central
Da,
in
da,
Sonic
da,
Speed
da,
Simulator
da.
on Roblox.
We will be playing this later in the marathon. So,
Introducing the new chemical
yo!
where Eggman has kidnapped the electric Chow and is using their life force to
Chow?
Metal Sonic.
Chow? I'm just kidding.
Exclusively for Sonic Central. Unlock Amy Chow
Nice.
using a designated code.
Roblox,
Free the
dude.
electric
Roblox
Chow
hype.
And reprogram Metal
June
Sonic.
11th. Couple days from now.
Join the fight against Eggman on June 11th.
Not the
This
Chow.
summer, unlock special movie-themed
Yo.
characters from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in both Sonic Forces and Sonic Dash.
I love that this is still being supported. It's
In
so funny.
November,
Whoa.
Super Shadow is joining the battle.
Nice.
This Halloween,
And
watch out for
Mephile.
Mephile the Dark.
Mephilus!
Show off their latest achievements with player
Mephiles!
base. And welcome Sir Percival in Sonic Dash and also in Sonic Dash Plus on Apple Arcade. The new Netflix animated series, Sonic
Do we get to
Prime,
see more
is
of
coming
it?
soon. Here is a sneak peek of our new show for our ultimate fans watching Sonic Central.
Yay. More Sonic Prime. Oh, look at Green Hill Zone. Looks nice. Looks very, very nice. Is this Shadow? Yo, Shadow. Shadow in Green Hills is such a strange sight. Dude, he's actually doing the spin dash. That's... Wow. Don't fucking tell me that's all you're gonna show us. No, dude. That's not a... That's not a teaser. Okay, that's a teaser,
Next,
but it's not...
Please welcome the voice of Sonic
Ben.
from the Sonic movie.
Beautiful
A
Ben.
sneak peek
Beautiful,
of Sonic the
beautiful
Hedgehog
Ben
2
Schwartz.
on Blu-ray and digital.
I can't believe that's all they're showing
go.
us. I agree, Jim
Hey
Carrey.
everybody, Ben Schwartz here. I am the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. Please
My boy.
hold your applause.
I love this
Please
man.
Check out the home entertainment release of my movie, Sonic 2.
It sure is your movie, Ben.
Beyond it being another great adventure for Sonic, this time with some new friends.
I love that yellow sweater. It's very tasteful. It's very bright. I hate that line.
With a ton of great extras. It's got deleted scenes.
Stone, where did you put
Where did you put the graffiti, Stone?
Can you handle it?
Hilarious bloopers.
I've already seen some of these.
Beans in his hair.
Tons of fun
What?
moments from behind the scenes on set. And to top it off,
They had
an
a-
exclusive
okay.
animated short which takes place right after the
I love
events
this
of
short.
Sonic
If you guys
2,
haven't seen this short.
voiced by yours truly, Ben Schwartz.
But only Ben Schwartz for some reason. Colleen
But
wasn't
then
Tails,
let's
and then
turn it
Idris
on and
Elba
take a look.
wasn't Knuckles in that
Right now.
short. I don't know why.
Similar. Do not.
August 9th. Okay. New face
This
mask,
year,
new
we have
merch.
exciting products from around
Oh,
the
that's a
world.
cute Amy mug.
Straight from Angel Island. is
Hell
an
yeah.
all-new
What flavor is it? What
Knuckles-inspired
flavor is
G
this?
Fuel.
Illuminate Gamer with the
Available
2.
this
Trying to
summer.
take a shot every time Sonic
Go
makes a joke.
toe-to-toe with Dr.
Don't
Eggman
do that. You'll
with
die.
Eggmobile Battle
You'll die.
Set. Destroy that meddlesome hedgehog with 5 configurations straight from the games. Available this fall from Jack's Pacific.
This guy is so close to the Nintendo Direct guy.
Level up your Xbox gaming experience with this Sonic the Hedgehog wireless controller
Oh,
and quick charging stand.
dear
by
God.
Razer. Available this summer. More Art introduces beautiful new
Oh,
art.
dear God.
Handmade silkscreen prints are a celebration of the Sonic timeline as he races
Oh,
towards the
those are so
future.
cool.
Introducing Hype and Sonic the Hedgehog Capsule Collection. Featuring energetic designs inspired by the high-octane
Introducing
speedster
Hype.
himself. Check out the upcoming collectibles.
Oh, that's
First four
cool.
figures resin
They're
statues
probably
of
like
Amy
$500
Rose and Miles
each.
Tails Prower. Have fun on the go.
Yo,
Sonic,
Pez?
Tails, and Knuckles
Pez?
are now available as Pez dispensers. Showcase your controller, or just have a
Oh,
place
there's
to
a modern
rest it in
Sonic for
between
one of these
gaming.
now. There's a
Check
classic
out the
Sonic one of
newest
these.
Cable Guy controller holder. Retro gaming enthusiasts and Sonic
They
fans,
just have
find
all
these
the
iconic
sales.
Early 90s
All the
inspired statues of the Blue Blur. From Japan is a special Sonic soft vinyl figure.
Belphine?
Standing 6 inches tall. Welcome
Don't
this high-speed hedgehog to
don't
your
put
room.
the word no.
The music continues.
You're gonna do more of
The
these?
return of the Sonic the Hedgehog Symphony.
Another one.
Relive the
Dude, I
magic of
love the
Sonic's
first
30th
one. The first
anniversary
one's
symphony
so
concert
good.
live and in person. Watch iconic moments from Sonic's history come to life on the big screen alongside a full symphony orchestra. With a few new
Oh my
surprises
God,
in
that's
store.
so cool. Back to the start line. Never find your way. This rendition is so good with the orchestra. It's so good.
Tour dates and info coming soon.
Oh, you can't do that. I'm gonna miss it.
Fall Guys is going free to
Fall
play
Guy.
on all platforms on June 21st. With an all-new Sonic collaboration.
I love that it's
Coming to
just
Fall
Sonic
Guys
and
in
Knuckles.
August 2022.
Yeah,
Come
doing.
play as Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails.
Wait, where's Tails? I don't see Tails. Is he not done yet? Did they just spoil that? Were we not supposed to know that Tails was coming?
To celebrate Sonic Frontiers, we are excited to present a sneak peek of a new animated special featuring Knuckles and taking place before the events
Knuckles.
of the game.
Oh.
We hope you enjoy this exclusive first look.
Oh. Whoa. Okay, story. Let's see. Story. He's at the Master Emerald Shrine. When was the last time we saw this?
We look forward to sharing the entire
Oh, you
short later this
fuckers.
year,
You
prior to the release of Sonic
fuckers.
Frontiers.
I can't believe you Okay. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe that they showed us a still with fucking Adobe Premiere Pro ass. Whatever. Wow. Gameplay that actually looks interesting. Imagine. Yeah, that kind of reminded me of Unleashed a little bit. That can't possibly be all you're going to
Hey,
show.
Sonic
Okay.
fans, want to see more of Sonic Frontiers?
Yes.
Then be sure to visit IGN.com
You've
right now.
gotta be
all
shitting
June
me.
long. because Sonic Frontiers is the IGN first cover story.
You can't be serious that that's all you're gonna show.
Right now, as well as the first ever hands-on preview, with more coming later in the month, including interviews with the Sonic Frontiers development team and more. You gotta go fast to IGN.
Why are they playing Night of the Wind during their new game?
Sonic Frontiers is on its way.
Is
There's
it?
more details to come, so be sure to follow us on the official social channels in the video description below.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for tuning in to Sonic Central.
That can't, that's, you've got to be shitting me that that's all you're showing. It's like they don't want to show anything. That was a 10-minute presentation. That was a 10-minute. I get it, right? Like for the merchandise, yes, you can go fast, right? Because we don't need to see how the stands work or how the figures work. You showed us a character that we could have. A character that we could recognize within the first 5 seconds of him showing up, right? The fucking wait for this live stream to start was longer than the presentation. I can't even scroll to the right part, because, like, dude, okay. Longtime fans of the series are obviously going to know who can spin dash with a yellow aura. Obviously, that's Shadow. That's not much of a teaser. Like, showing him at the end is just like, okay, yeah, well, duh, obviously it's Shadow. So, you didn't really show much of that. Sonic the Movie 2 coming out on Blu-ray, it's not like we didn't know that was going to happen. A lot of these other things, it's just like, okay, dude, the Origins presentation was so much better because it was actually showing us things. But the kind of shitty thing is, it's stuff we already knew. Like, it's stuff that we kind of already knew was happening. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they showed off new modes. They showed off, like, the main menu. They showed off, like, some of the missions. They showed off the mirror mode. All that's cool, and I'm glad that you showed it quickly because you don't really need to linger on it too much. Everything else is like, dude, come on, you need to show it a little. You need to show a little bit more. Like, that can't be it. Are you serious? Okay, well, let's watch this too. Wait. Okay, this isn't gonna have Sonic Prime stuff, right? I don't think this is gonna have Sonic Prime stuff. Okay, first hands-on with fucking Hoyoverse. This is first hands-on with IGN, which doesn't... It's not a whole lot because it's just gonna be like the dudes talking like, hey, this is what we thought about it, which... we'll see, we'll see.
Sonic's done a lot in 30
And can I say, like, Knuckles being at the Master Emerald Shrine in the prologue, which I'm so afraid that it's gonna be the same shit that Forces did with the comics, right? Because, yeah, Knuckles was at the Emerald Altar there, too. In the comic. This looks like it's gonna be an animated intro, which has nothing to do with... I mean, it has to do with the game in as far as that, like, it's related to the game, but I don't think it's gonna be in the game, is the problem. And... Okay.
He's been a pioneer of the high-speed 2D platformer, an Olympic athlete,
He
a
sure has.
respectable kart racing enthusiast,
Sure.
a fighter, a TV star, and a Hollywood blockbuster movie star.
Correct.
As well. But he's never done open world. And Sonic Frontiers
Work in progress
is his
gameplay
gift.
build.
How? One of the first
Okay.
people outside-
And you know why they put that up there? The work in progress gameplay build. It's to quell what people are saying because everyone's complaining. But there's a really, really good video on the internet right now about a game developer who's talking about all the problems that what they showed us has. And a lot of the problems are stuff that can't feasibly be fixed within the time frame too. You know, like this is stuff that they can't feasibly correct. I mean, I think that there's still a lot of stuff that they can correct. Animation-wise, I think they can correct that. LODs, I think that they can still implement them. It'll be a bitch, but they can still implement them. But those aren't really the main problems. So we'll see what else they talk about and what else they show.
Side of Sonic Team to go hands-on with Sonic Frontiers And let me just say, if you're worried about how the blue blur will fare in this unfamiliar genre, well, I think Crush 40 probably put it best. Open your heart.
Son of a bitch. You can't name drop Crush 40 like that and be like, haha, reference to another song.
It's gonna be alright.
Alright, Mitchell. What do you got for us, Mitchell?
The first
And the
thing that
machines.
struck me about Sonic Frontiers was how uniquely somber and serene it was right from the outset.
We have seen
After
this.
flying into a wormhole with Tails and Amy,
Is this dude talking about story shit? Well, hold on.
serene it was right from the outset. After flying into a wormhole with Tails and Amy, Sonic finds himself separated from his friends and all alone on an isolated island, with nothing but an AI voice guiding him to collect the Chaos Emeralds.
So we got Chaos Emerald, confirmation of the AI voice.
There's no one for Sonic to bounce quips off of, no energetic Crush 40 soundtrack.
Aww. But okay, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, because people are very afraid of that, but the soundtrack is being composed by Jun Sano and Tomoyo Otani, who have been in charge of the soundtrack for the last, 20 years. So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the soundtrack. I'm confident the soundtrack is going to be good. It's just going to be different. I don't think it's going to be as energetic as, the butt rock Crush 40 is, but it's still the composers that we know and love. So the music's going to be good. I'm not afraid of that at all.
Just wide open fields as far as the eye can see. There's an air of mystery in Sonic Frontiers, and it's a vibe that's driven home even further by the beautiful yet minimalist piano melodies that accompany Sonic.
You can't say that and then immediately have the platform fucking pop in 2 seconds later.
As he explores the island.
Is this just the same fucking gameplay you've already shown us? Please say it ain't so.
All of this is a very intentional choice. I asked Sonic Team head.
Don't say that. Don't. Don't, no. Why are you... Okay. It's one of those things, right? It's one of those things all this was very... He says it as we see some of the gameplay, and it's just oh, all these things that people are complaining about, it's all intentional. It's just no, that can't be true. No, there's no way.
Head Takashi Izuka to describe how the tone of Sonic Frontiers differs from previous Sonic games.
Uh-huh.
He said, past games in the Sonic series have taken different tones depending on their stories and themes. This time, these mysterious islands are the game's major setting. That's why our artists have worked hard to create a mysterious mood. Of course,
The way he pronounces... How did he pronounce his name?
differs from... I asked Sonic Team head Takashi Izuka...
That's how you pronounce it. It's not Takashi Izuka. It's Takashi Izuka. That's how you pronounce it in Japanese.
To describe how the series have taken different tones depending on their stories and themes. This time, these mysterious islands are the game's major setting. That's
Mysterious.
why our artists have worked hard to create a mysterious...
Yeah, we always knew that there were multiple islands. There are different tundras, at least, on the Starfall... Because it's the Starfall Islands, not Starfall Island. And I'm supposed to take Izuka seriously? Have you seen this dude's track record? That's not fair. Okay, to be fair, Izuka has been with the series since, Adventure 1. So, and he directed Adventure 2. So it's just but a lot of the stuff he says is kind of bullshit. It is... I mean, obviously, you work for the company. You're not going to be oh, we tried. You're not going to badmouth your own product, but it's just you have to take what... Unfortunately, you have to take what he says lightly. You can't really, take what he says and be oh, he's 100% being truthful, or he's 100% right with what he's saying.
Mood. Of course, the big new change in Sonic Frontiers is the shift from purely linear levels to a huge open world where Sonic can freely run in any direction.
Mm-hmm.
But Sonic Team doesn't like to use the term open world to describe Sonic Frontiers gameplay.
But that's what it is.
Instead referring to its style
Open
as
zone.
being open zone. Open world games like Zelda or other AAA games fundamentally have RPG or adventure worlds. For Sonic, the core here is a 3D action game. Our basic idea was to have that take place in open space, What sets Sonic Frontiers apart is this different approach to an open game world.
But that's very tough to make work. The reason why open world works with RPG elements is because there's more to do with an RPG system. When you have an action game in an open world game, you need to fill it with shit to do. Here, it's just like you have things here, you have things there, you have things over there, but like it's not cohesive. That's why it works as an RPG, not so much as a platformer or an action game.
Having played Sonic Frontiers for about 4 hours, it's easy to see what Izuka-san means. Sonic Frontiers' open zone design is very different from any other open world I've played. It's a giant playground. Every few feet, there's a bumper spring that bounces you like a pinball between
It's the
5
same
other
gameplay,
bumpers
dude.
before putting you on one of the many grindable rail tracks. Or a speed ramp that sets you on a completely different path.
See, okay, and what bothers me, like, because I don't want to sound ungrateful, I don't want to be, because I know that they're trying to not show off too much, but what I don't understand is, why wasn't this the video that we got initially, right? Why wasn't this, why did you show us 7 minutes of just voiceless gameplay, of just, show, because my idea is that they're letting the gameplay speak for itself. But it kind of does it. Like, if this had been the video we'd gotten, I would have been a lot more at ease. People still would have been able to see shit and complain about it, but I feel like we would have been more at ease. Like, oh, okay, well, I don't know. You know, like you're hearing what Mitchell's talking about. But yeah, exactly. You should have done voice gameplay from the start. I don't know why. Like they have one video and then like a week later they're showing the exact same footage just with someone's voiceover,
leading to some other collectible or reward. Or a line of rings that you can lightspeed dash into. Essentially, they've taken that core...
But you didn't lightspeed dash into them. We haven't even seen that.
Or a line of rings that you can lightspeed dash into. Essentially, they've taken that core appeal of every Sonic level having multiple paths that eventually loop back around to the main one, and applied that to these giant non-linear open zones.
That doesn't make sense. Of course you're going to have multiple paths in an open world game, dude. That doesn't... The whole point of having different paths is the linearity of it. There's no different paths in an open world game. Every path is a different path. There's no one path. That doesn't make sense.
One thing that has to be noted is that very few of these elements are built into the environmental design, meaning that rails, platforms, boost rings, and so on are just inexplicably floating in the air.
Oh,
no. All around, which isn't totally unusual for a Sonic game, but...
No, but it was always cohesive. Because I've seen the same people make the same argument, right? It's like, oh, the floating platforms have always been a thing. It's like, well, yes, but in the context of like the level and shit, it made sense. Here, it just looks weird. It just looks like they were like, oh, asset here, drag and drop asset there, I guess.
It feels especially jarring in Frontiers in particular,
yes,
because of the frequent and sudden pop-in of these objects.
Okay, well, at least he's being honest.
And the otherwise very naturalistic art style. Of course, it's worth emphasizing that this gameplay and the version that I played were from an early build.
When you say early build, what do you mean?
But this is definitely an area that I would hope to see improvement in the final version.
When you say, oh, early build, how early are we talking? Because the footage was captured on May 11th and as late as June 1st. It's entirely possible that this is a build from a year ago, but I don't know why they would do that. That's the thing. Like, I could, for example, right, with Soulstar, I could give people, like, version 0.2. That version was developed in, like, I don't know, April of last year. That is not the most up-to-date version of it. But that's the version I could have given you. Why would I do that? I don't know. I don't know why I wouldn't give you the most up-to-date version of the game. I'm expecting too much from IGN. I'm just asking, look. I don't think it's unreasonable to ask these questions, and I don't think it's unreasonable to want to know these things or to be more like, I don't know.
Beyond that, there are also a wide variety of puzzles and challenges that are littered throughout the zone.
Uh-huh.
And completing them is how you uncover sections of your map.
I swear, for a second, I thought he was going to say, and completing these challenges is tough, or some stupid shit like that.
Most of these are very simple, requiring you to orient the statue the correct way, quickly hop back and forth between
This is new. This is new.
colored tiles, or use Sonic's new side loop ability to draw circles around certain objects in the environment to interact with them. The best ones, though, are the races against the clock, where you have to get from
I thought for a second he was going to say races against the fucking seagulls. I'm like, there's no way.
point A to point B in a limited amount of time.
That's cool.
The
Okay, that's cool.
Frontiers level design makes straightforward races like these a ton of fun, because you have to try and
Well, there's just a random box in the middle of the
improvise
forest.
a path to the end that might not be immediately obvious.
And here we go.
And here we go.
Critics rave Sonic 2.
So we do have time trials, which I think that's actually a pretty good idea.
And full of fun.
It's been on my vision board for years.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Rated PG. Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Sonic's new tricks. Limited game with a 2. Seagull races 10 out of 10. Game of the
There
year.
are some exceptions, but combat in traditional Sonic games generally isn't a thing that goes much deeper than jumping, rolling, or using a homing attack into enemies at the right time. That changes in Sonic Frontiers, which now has you fighting all sorts of wandering enemies and mini-bosses using an all-new array of incredibly flashy attacks. It's not all style and no substance, though. Sonic is
It's not all style and that was a very confusing sentence. It's not all style and no substance though. So there is substance is what I'm gathering from that.
able to quickly dodge using the bumper buttons on the gamepad, and by
The bumper buttons. Okay. Interesting.
pressing them together, he can even parry attacks with the right timing. His homing attack also feels much more powerful, landing with a ton of impact and keeping Sonic stuck to his enemy, allowing for a flurry of follow-up strikes.
Okay.
One of the things I really appreciate about the combat from what I played is that there are usually multiple ways to deal with specific enemies. Like, take for example,
I genuinely feel like the combat's going to be fun. I genuinely feel like it's going to be enjoyable to fight these enemies. I really do.
this guy, who has an impenetrable shell that he can expand into spinning blades and throw at you.
Like if there's one thing that I do think is going to be fun, it's the combat.
So you don't get
And I don't know
blades.
why.
But if you do that, the window to damage
They don't make it look
is small.
particularly
To increase
too
that
interesting,
window,
but
you can either
I
parry
get the
blades
feeling
and
it's
knock
gonna
them
be
away
fun.
right before they hit you, or you can even use Sonic's side loop ability to encircle the enemy, which causes the shell to go flying upwards.
I love this attack.
Defeating these enemies will reward you with EXP that you can use to purchase new skills.
There you
from the
go.
Skill tree,
Skill tree. Okay. That's what we thought. That's what we had thought.
which gives Sonic Frontiers a really nice feeling of power progression, even in just the relatively short amount of time that I played. Some of the later skills that you can get are just unbelievably cool, and it's super satisfying to see Sonic Team experiment with different ways that Sonic can attack enemies beyond just spins, jumps, and bumps. In addition
Okay.
to these smaller enemies, there are also a handful of enormous world bosses that I had to contend with. These are near Shadow of the Colossus-esque in their scale, with one in particular against a beast named Asura, requiring Sonic to bait the
Asura.
Titan to slam the ground and then boost up its arm in order to reach the weak spots on its head. It's an ambitious boss battle, far beyond anything I've seen in the Sonic series to date, but it's also the part of the game that needs the most work. Far too often, I'd fly off the boss's arm without knowing why, or I'd get to the top and for some reason lack the momentum needed to actually reach the head. Sonic must hunt down and defeat these bosses.
Oh, yeah, that
and
looks
collect
really
total
annoying,
gears,
actually.
Which open up portals that lead to bite-sized linear stages, done in
Oh,
the
the
style of
cyberspace.
previous Sonic games, giving Sonic Frontiers a nice mix of both old and new styles. These classic
Interesting.
levels each come with a handful of optional goals, like beating the level under a certain time, collecting all the red rings, and so on, with each goal rewarding you
rings.
with a vault key, which are needed to unlock the coveted Chaos Emeralds.
Dude, were the leaks real?
Sonic Frontiers is an exciting new step forward for the Sonic series into uncharted territory, and based on my time with it, Sonic Team seems to have hit upon a winning formula. There's certainly still work to be
you
done
sure?
before it's released during the holiday season. There's a lot of distracting pop-in, there's a fair amount of bugs still left to be squashed, and the big boss fights could do with some tweaking. But ultimately, my time with this early build answered the one question I had on my mind. Will Sonic's one-of-a-kind gameplay translate into an open world? The answer is a resounding absolutely. Thanks for watching, and tune into IGN for
See, I'm so conflicted because it's like I'm hearing what he's saying, but I don't want to say that it sounds disingenuous. It sounds very strange because it's just like he's talking it up, right? But it's just like, dude, we can see, and he's not being dishonest about it either. He's not like ignoring the pop-in problem. He's not ignoring like the fact that the environments look jarring. Like, he's addressing all that shit, but he's also claiming, you know what? I had a good time. I had fun with it. And it's just like, maybe this is one of those games where it doesn't look fun to play, but maybe it just feels better. I don't know. It's IGN. I don't know if I should trust his words too much. Well, that's the thing, is that they also have a reputation for just like shitting on Sonic games all the time. And who knows, maybe this is one of those times where it's just like it's not a fun game, but they just, their opinion of it is so skewed. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. There was a leak. I'm very tempted to just look this up. Sonic Frontiers cyberspace leak. Super Knight APK 128, you subscribed me. Thank you. Thank you for the 2 Canadian. I appreciate that. What the hell is this? Dude, I can't see that shit. How does that count as a leak? Oh, there we go. Go supersonic mode. I swear there was a leak. That was talking about like the cyberspace shit. Oh my god, I felt like they were going back to 06, but also mixed with Breath of the Wild. Oh my god. That's so like hitting the nail on the head. Overworld is populated with small enemies, puzzles, EXP. Skill trees unlock abilities like Spin Cycle, where you hold Y, Sonic starts tracing a line behind him, and if you finish the circle, it attacks all enemies inside the circle. Lock on attack returns. If there are bosses spread throughout the open world, defeating them grants orbs. If you get enough orbs, you can go to a portal. Okay. Oh, dear God. All this, up until this point, I haven't read the rest, but up until this point, all of this is accurate. And this was dated 6th of January last year. 6th of January is last year. Cyberspace levels are generation style and the music goes hard. Okay. Beating them fast enough grants Chaos Emeralds. That was just confirmed in this video. That was literally just confirmed that if you beat the bosses, you get like the gears or the orbs, the portals. You go into the cyberspace levels, and that's how you get the Chaos Emeralds. And that you play through like very like past style Sonic. New voice acting by Roger, and no one else was present, so they're definitely sticking to the general theme at least. Exploration and combat was super boring, but very button mashy, but whatever. Oh, that's unfortunate. After gathering all the emeralds, you can then cut through a thick fog you couldn't before in the open world. Gigantic tree robot thing is the boss. Fly around at a supersonic utilizing Spin Cycle and other abilities, mainly mashing buttons. Can't take damage on a timer of rings. A ghost girl refills your ring count multiple times. Demo ended after beating the boss. Game is definitely early on in dev, but it was rough. Not a fun time from what I played. Bruh. So another Ass Creed clone. There's nothing to do. Also forgot to mention there are Korok ripoffs that are Little Rocks. Fuck! Oh, dude, and the reason I'm like doing that is because we know that's true. We've seen the fucking Little Rock people. We've seen the Little Rock people. I'm surprised I forgot because whenever you find them, they fall Sonic and makes the most fucking annoying little twinkling sound every time. Is that it? Oh, every time you ran, wanted to blow my brains out. You give them to this big rock guy at the top of a Ubisoft tower. There's only one though. It had grind rails. Whew. I'm a sucker for big, boring, open-world games in Sonic. Do you think I would enjoy this game? It depends on what you're into, and obviously people's tastes are different, but the combat, puzzles, and platforming were all pretty uninteresting. From the demo, the sense of exploration was not there at all. Given that it was a focus test, however, they're testing the waters of what people think, and they'll adjust around that. Looking back on it, it reminded me of that Mario in real life UE4 demo on YouTube. Think that, but Sonic, and no ray tracing. You have low expectations, but they have the time to do something about it. Though the actual idea for the game isn't that fun on paper and in execution. This last part is really what kills me. TLDR, wait for the official announcements. Lots can change from now till then. Nothing is final. This was dated January 6th of 2021. And so far, it looks like nothing has changed. Oh, God. Source, trust me, bro. Yo, Nick. It was called Ranges beforehand. Evaluate the title, not a fan of the style. 10 title possibilities for the game. You just... not Rangers or Frontier because they're both awful. But what we can clearly gather is that it sounds like it's going to be somehow open. Oh my God, that's funny. Was this before? This had to be before they announced it as Frontiers. I've never seen some of these leaks, actually. In Sonic Frontiers, Sonic's longtime nemesis Dr. Eggman discovers an ancient technology on the Starfall Islands and installs his AI program, Sage, to hack in and take over. But there's more to this technology than he realizes, and unintended consequences immediately come to bear. Sonic must race against time to discover the truth, save his friends, and maybe even save himself at the same time. Oh. Are you guys ready for some Tails adventure?